I'm going to be completely honest and upfront. I wasn't planning on actually making a video today, but things are kind of going a little worse than I thought. So I figured it's a good chance to get y'all caught up on what's happening with the Mustang. I haven't been driving her near as much as I usually do, and there's a very good reason for that. She's been very unsafe to drive because if you want to go, you have to stop. The stopping part is what's been getting us. Without further ado though, welcome to Covert Garage. My name's Ethan. I really appreciate you joining me today. This is my 2000 Mustang GT. We've done a lot of work to it. You probably can't tell from the appearance, but on the inside, the motor, that's what counts. Today though is brakes. We already got them all off. You can see this is the driver's side. It's not too bad. You know, those pads, you know, they're worn, time to replace them, but not awful. The passenger side, however, yeah. The story on the passenger side is very, very different. These are worn completely. There is nowhere left. The rotors are even worse. Here's the driver's side rotor. You can tell it's still okay. You know, we could turn this one and get it on there. Here's the passenger side rotor. First, you can see that little ridge along the outside. I thought, okay, it's still savable. And you turn it to the back. There's a whole ridge from where it is worn the metal off of the rotor. It is in the plans to get a performance brake kit, but I don't have the money to dish out $750 for it. Just right now, that's gonna be new calipers, new rotors, the whole 9 yards, new brake lines, but I can't do it yet. So we're kind of at a little impasse here. I figured that the passenger rotor would just have to be turned, 20 bucks at O'Reilly's, we back in business. But that's too far gone. So we're gonna have to take some more drastic measures. I was just gonna go buy a new one, but I can get some better rotors and pad combos drilled and slotted for cheaper than buying the front 2 rotors. So we might just have to park her for a while until we get parts in. I know I'm not gonna get some high dollar rotors and pads right now because I'm still waiting and holding out for the big brake kit. It's not really worth spending all the money if I'm gonna upgrade it in a year. So eBay. I think we're going on eBay. We're gonna get like an $80–90 combo for the drilled and slotted rotors and pads. It's gonna be a heck of a lot better than what was on that wheel. So either way, we're gonna come out ahead. Now gearing is still happening in the Mustang. Don't worry, we're waiting we'll probably say a month. In a month, we'll probably gear the Mustang, hopefully plasti it soon too, but gearing I think is gonna take priority. I do also wanna mention, I had some very, very nice comments on a video a while back about how gearing doesn't change wheel horsepower. I get what you're saying, I do. I'm trying to put together the maths and sciences in my head, but I think if you go to like a shorter gear ratio, then the engine has to work less, there's less drivetrain loss. I don't know. I've seen a lot of conflicting things on the internet. That's why we're testing it on both the drag strip and the dyno. We're gonna see if gearing actually makes a difference. So we'll put the science to the test. I did already buy some Duralast brake pads because I was hoping that's all I'd have to replace. Obviously not the case now. So we are gonna put the wheels on. We're gonna slide it back in. Just make sure the calipers are kind of out of the way. And wait until brakes come in. So I don't really have time to mess with it right now. So we're just gonna leave it on the stands. The HOA is definitely not gonna complain about this because it's yard art. It's just yard art. Definitely gonna get to ordering those. Now here's the debate on gearing, kind of off topic. 373 or 410. Eventually this car will hopefully have boost. I wanna throw a blower on it. So I'm leaning towards 373, but also I wanna put a 6-speed in a T56. So 410, I don't know, let me know in the comments below. 373, 410, which one's better? Also, some highway trips in there, so take that into consideration. Hopefully, next Wednesday, I think, is when the new rotors and pads should be here. They're drilled and slotted. I mean, it's not really gonna make a performance increase for what I'm doing, but they look dang cool. So hopefully we'll see you Wednesday, drilled, slotted rotors, some pads, throw them on there, then we can drive her again, because right now, no way. Christmas came early, boys. We have in this box the brakes for the Mustang. Hey, it's Monday, it's not Wednesday. You love to see it, you love to see it. Drilled and slotted, baby, let's go. Well, would you just look at that. We got drilled and slotted rotors for both the front and brake pads. a whole 2 sets of them so we can do both sides. We haven't driven the Mustang in a long time. It's because one, the brakes were unsafe, and then they weren't there. So we're gonna fix that today. We're gonna slap some brakes on. We should be good. And you know it's really Chinese. It's how you know. No instructions. No instructions at all. They just assume that we know what we're doing. Debatable, but we'll figure it out. Along with the instructions, they also did not include these clips right here, which we are lacking. So yeah, we gotta go get some. Hopefully they sell them. I don't really know. Turns out they don't have those brake clips or whatever you want to call them at the store. Good news is they were able to get them the next day. So we are all set. We got all the hardware we need. Some of the hardware I don't even know what it is. So we're good to go. All that's left to do now is jack the car up, take the wheels off, and go ahead and install the new brakes. I am super stoked to have some drilled and slotted boys on the Mustang. They're gonna look awesome, obviously brake better than what we had, and we'll be able to drive the car again. So it's a win-win. There's a bunch of different ways we can do this, but I mean, why do the work when we can just... And she is on there, and you got to admit, it does look pretty dang awesome. Now I'm going to be honest, it didn't go as smoothly as I wanted to. That caliper might be on its way out, but it's on there. Then we're going to move the other side, and everything will be smoother. We know the drill now. Let's go. Just like that, the brakes are done. We're going to go out and take her for a test drive, try to break in the brakes a little bit, see what we can see. I don't think we're in the clear though, but I'll explain more later. And... we stopped. We stopped. It's kind of fun. I think we should get these brakes more often. So yeah, if you can't tell, we don't have ABS still, so it's just me in the car, just driving a real man's car. Build up a little bit of speed, build it up, and brake. I mean, they do a good job at the braking part. It's just I think the brake fluid might be an issue, a big issue. So if you look in there, we have a whole bunch of splatter. Go ahead and press the brake. It's smoking. I don't like that. I don't like the look of that. We'll see. So I'm really thinking and hoping that that is actually brake fluid burning off, because this was the messy side. This is the side with the caliper that I think is kind of done. So what happened is, I'd show you, but I don't have an extra set of pads. There's an outside pad and an inside pad. Whoever changed the pads last time put them on backwards, and it cracked the pistons on the caliper itself, causing a little bit of a brake fluid leak, which is it's not ideal. And I really don't know what I'm gonna do about it, because I just bought these brakes. I also had a very large expense, well, purchase rather, for the Mustang. That's gonna be a really exciting mod, one that we've all been wanting, but it was very expensive. So kind of at an impasse. I don't really know what to do. Obviously, when it comes to safety, brakes are the most important part of this vehicle, so we have to have brakes. We just have to. If we have to replace the caliper, we will find a way to make it work. At this point, we should have just delayed this mod and gotten the big brake kit, but you know, what can you do? It looked like it was still going to be savable when we pulled it off. Time will tell. We'll see how bad the leak's going to be. We'll check brake fluid. I don't want brake fluid spitting all over the car, because brake fluid and paint, yeah, they don't mix well. With that though, the Mustang is probably back. It could be back. It hopefully is back, and will be in a lot more videos. It's going to be getting quite a lot faster very soon, which I'm so excited about. Leave your guesses down in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see more Mustang content and truck content. 91. It's gonna get fixed eventually. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Next time, hopefully, we're gonna be driving the Mustang a lot more. But until then, y'all take it easy. Always remember to keep it classy, and I'll catch y'all very soon.